Hi, my name's Jim Burns, and I'm taking over Jonathan's job today. And this is the Source for Youth Ministry, 4 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Do you know what this is? It's a cell phone. By the year 2011, and every kid that you have in your youth group probably has one, it will be the greatest provider of internet pornography. Now, I don't want to be a whiner, and I don't want to be a complainer about sex and sexual purity and sexual integrity, but the truth is, one of the things that I am most passionate about in terms of helping parents and helping kids make some good decisions is really about sexual purity. In fact, by 2011, the average kid will be 11 years old who sees pornography, even accidentally. And what happens is, if I was 11 years old and I'm a boy just kind of cruising the internet and all of a sudden I see some pornography, the truth is I'm not really sure that I could refrain from, quitting to look at that, even though I've taken the sexual purity pledge or whatever it may be. So here's the deal. We have to learn about pornography if we're in youth ministry, and we have to help parents because they're going to be the ones who are going to help their kids make this decision as well as talk straight to kids. Kids view pornography. It's the death of innocence. This is the generation that, frankly, is not innocent anymore because they're going to see stuff like pornography and all the other things that are out there. So they view pornography, and then they come back, and they want to see it more, and so it escalates. Then it becomes something that really becomes addictive because they say, I've got to go back and see this stuff. Interestingly enough, it then moves, this is kind of a progression of pornography, but it then moves to what we call desensitization. I can't say that word, but Jonathan would say it better. They become desensitized. So what was gross 3 months ago or 3 weeks ago, they're now looking at. Then we see it happening, and this is the end of it in some ways. They see acting out. They either act it out in their mind, or frankly, a lot of kids today are acting out in pornography. So now the opposite sex is a sex object. Greatest users of internet pornography, new users I should say, are guys ages 11 to 17. That's not a good story. The interesting side of the biggest growth when it comes to pornography would be young women 15 to 24. For a guy, it's kind of the sight thing. For a woman, it's emotional connection, and that's kind of scary as well. So this is something that we in youth ministry have to be talking about. And frankly, again, we've got to be alerting parents. We were 6, and we were 11, and we were 13, we were 15. But we were never their age. One of the things we have to do is help kids, I think, live by sexual purity, what I call the purity code. In honor of God, my family, and my future spouse, I commit to sexual purity. Now here's the deal. It's not sexual abstinence. It's sexual purity. Because the difference is, as you well know, if kids commit to sexual abstinence, they'll say, well, we'll do everything but. They're not legalistic when it comes to sexuality. They are legalistic when it comes to this issue. Okay, and so they'll say, well, we do everything but. They'll have friends with benefits. They'll do all these other kind of things. Sexual purity is different. It involves pornography. It involves the other issues. We've got to help kids build a healthy theology of sexuality. And by building this healthy theology, if you would, not that God is the great killjoy or the Grinch who stole sex, but you know what? God cares deeply for our sexuality. He created it. It's the message we've got to help kids understand. We help them both in youth ministry as well as helping parents. I'm a big proponent of family-based youth ministry, partnering with parents. And the reason I do that is because for me as a youth worker who loves being with kids still, I know that I can get more bang for my buck sometimes if I can help a parent help a generation change and a legacy change. We have a phrase at Homeward that says the purpose of the church is to help parents parent their kids, build a legacy. The parents build a legacy, and then it goes to the next generation. Really, that's what you're about. And I appreciate so much what you do and who you are. And that's kind of like the Jim talk on pornography. We'll give you back to Jonathan.